pirate's life.
Ahoy there, my hearties! I am Foxy, 1999, and welcome back to I Want to Hunt the Gator. So, if I can recall remembering, because we played this back in February, we were playing the arcade games, and currently, now we know why Olivia was called Hot Wheels back in the day. On the gamer feels. Oh boy. But, I'm not gonna talk no more, but this is where we left off. So, we're gonna continue where we left off. Okay. She had fun. Now she's tired. And that's all that matters. Yeah, that's a lovely art. Yeah, let's continue. Okay. No, Olivia mentioned that the place was updated, but I lied to myself if I didn't say that it looked a bit too grimy. Hey. Just hope I didn't get sick. Spoke too soon. Yep, got sick. I've been completely out of the whole weekend. Sick like a dog. Oy. Might have caught in at the arcade. Oy. At first it was just slight headache and stuffy nose. That's stage one. You knew those are the signs. You should listen to them. By Sunday, I felt like my bones were made out of paper mesh. Oy. We all have those days. Couldn't even go to school today. Man, this sucks. I shouldn't have ignored the signs. The rapid weather change isn't helping at all either. Between the pollen and chills. The pollen sucks. That'll get you down. Hit you harder, really. Ugh. Worst part is, I'm not falling. The worst part is, I'm falling out of practice. I tried on and off every hour to watch a drawing tutorial, but within minutes, my consciousness is overtaken by fog and I retreated back to bed. At this rate, I never actually have the skill people thought I had at the beginning of the contest. Between the sunlight, obscured clouds, and my own bouts of unconsciousness, it feels like I've been sick for weeks instead of just days. I would have asked my parents for some help, but they still had work, and the most help they could be was simply calling into school to let them know I was sick. Slurp. What are you eating, bro? Oh. I finished up the cup of medicine I made. And go back to my noodles. I don't think you should make a slurping sound of taking a medicine like that. Ooh, those nasty ones, you just grab a little teaspoon, just put it on a teaspoon and just like, just be done. And just drink water to wash out the bad taste. Ugh. The only reason I am even conscious right now is because I figured some soup would help with the spitting headaches. And I made sure the pantry is stocked full of cup ramen. Come on, dude. I shovel even more. I shovel even more instead of noodles into my mouth as I lie splayed on the couch, trying to watch whatever's on TV. Nothing good on TV nowadays. It's just bad. Just ugh, horrible. And it's even hard to watch something good on YouTube nowadays. Ugh. Alright, let's just continue on. Eventually, I decided to set the salty goodness aside in favor of scrolling through the notifications on my cell phone. Of course, I got a few dozens from Damien. Where's my yucking money? Bless his heart. He's giving me an hourly play-by-play of the school day. Got a few messages from Liz too. She's also filling me in of the school days. But not nearly often as Damien. Even Olivia misses me, and I feel oddly enthused as I read her well wishes. That's nice. So I got another notification, this time from Ben. It's a PDF of my homework, followed soon after by a simple "get well soon" animated emoji. Bro. Homework. Such motivation, Ben. God damn it. Aren't I popular? No. No. I'll be sure to thank them in person when I'm better. Another wave of fuzziness washed over me, so I pop a few flu meds and chase it down with another gulp of lukewarm chicken broth. That's not a good combo. Dude, you're just making yourself worse. 3 days of being sick as a dog. It's only according to me that I haven't seen any sign of. Huh? I thought I already got my grocery delivery today. Wait. Or was it yesterday? Was there supposed to be like a sound effect there? Oh. Whatever. I pushed myself upright on the couch, turned sickbed uncaring for all the styrofoam noodle cups and plastic wrappers that fall into the carpet. Come on, bro. I get it. Sickness. At least keep yourself a little clean. Have a little trash bag right next to you, and when you're done with your stuff. Come on. Oh, the cleanness is. Ooh. Wow. I really let things get out of hand. You don't say, Inko. You don't say. Oy, oy. My head is spinning like as I make a risk 20-foot journey. There you go. I checked the people and nothing is there. Or maybe it's a small child. There's Toy Scout cookies sounds awesome right now. No, no. One hand works. One hand works to undo the locks while I'm focusing on finding my wallet with the other. Damn poopy sleeves. If they weren't so war. Sup? You dead yet? Olivia? What? How? What are you doing here? In spite of her cheerful greeting, Olivia shifts side to side in her seat, and her knees toddle together. Oh. Miss Yadikin wanted me to give you the project worksheets for his class. Another thing. She pulled her backpack from behind her chair and reaches in, drawing out a manila envelope full and waving it in my face. Oh no. The way to look at the face. My dizziness intensifies as my eyes attempt to track and rapidly move object in front of them. Oh, the one about Bargu? Thanks. I'm pretty sure Ben had just sent me those as a PDF. She snorts and lets the packet go. My hands fumbling to catch it before it hits the floor. Ah, she sees the whole view. Without batting it an eye, Olivia pushes past me, as if wandering into someone's house is an everyday occurrence for her. Come on. Come on. The project isn't gonna finish itself, huh? She's already wheeled herself to my couch and set a backpack on the coffee table. Yeah, I figured you could use some help on it, and balks at the mountain of junk I left. I figure no sprinkle. Hard to tell from so far away. Yeah, she noticed. Damn. Damn, Inko. Damn, Inko. You live like this? My head finally catches up with what's transpired. Olivia's here now. Cool. What is the sudden onset of torture? Guess I was standing upright for too long. I only managed to stay up just enough to sink to the support of the wall. Oh, I can see the head. He's burning. What? Just how sick are you? Pretty sick. The disgust that was on her face is wiped away as she looked at me. Yeah, until she realized what's going on, and she noticed. She noticed. Huh? I wonder why. Why is my father coming at me? Dead. And And he's alive. Owie. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. After my apparent trouble, Olivia had done her best to pull me up and get me to the couch. My rope did make it easy to drag me across the smooth floor of my house. That's, that's, oh my god. Okay. Forget the project. What project? Attaboy. I can't tell if it's the dizziness is new or not. Olivia's already started picking at the trash mountain, moving what she can into the grocery bag. Watching her with my vision going fuzz only intensifies the visual. I guess I should take more of my medicine. I grab a soda can. I grab a can of soda from the half-empty case on the table, along with a bottle of cough syrup. I don't like the sound of that. Oh boy. And up in the can and bottle into the glass I have been using all weekend. Watching a delicious mix slowly become a vengeance. Oh god. Giving a glass good a swirl to ensure the best final product. I grin and gulp down my achievement masterpiece. I don't get to finish the drink, however, as an olive green tail slimes my midsection and makes me spit up the drink all over myself. Yeah, she knows. She knows that's something bad. You should not at all do that. What the fuck are you doing? No wonder why you've been sick as shit. What? I read online that it makes the medicine go down easier. No, it does not. Inko, you've been drugging yourself with fucking purple drink. I mean, yeah, it's purple and I drink it. Holy crap, how are you alive? Yeah. Never at all. Oh my god, there's one ticket to. Ooh, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Ugh, the smell of my spat out drink it in my nose, and I feel my stomach roil from both impact and force gurgling. I resist the urge to wrench, feeling all my energy drain away. Blarp. I feel completely spent up again. Oh no. My vision swims and the world turns clockwise. Oh no. Yep. I feel something on my head, and I'm thankful that something soft and warm and soothing, smooth matter is it back onto the couch. The blackness of my shut eyelids return the uprisingness of the world, and the numb numbness I'd grown used to overtakes my limbs. Oh boy. Oh my Inko! Inko, are you okay? Oh man. Oh man. Stay there. I'll figure. Leah's voice is drowned out by the groaning drones of white noises. Oh my god, it got so blurry. Once again, the colors from the outside of the window bleed and flood into my house. Am I still without my ramp? What? Someone's in here. Someone in. Someone's in here still. They're bent over something. Hey, you. What's going on? Oh my god. What? What in the? What in? Funny Gator with wheels on wheels. Oh my! What is happening? Is this what happens with? Oh my god! Hang on. I'll try to help you out. No, God. Uh, so big hug. I want a hug. What's going on? Who's this? Where's Lucy? Where's my daughter? If a man comes from, then how will Coach Celeste? Uh, we're gonna do this. Don't say anything. You're completely ignorant. Ain't gonna hurt her. That's my name. Oh my god. Before I can say anything, my my being fades into the void. Yeah, let's get out of here. This. Ooh. Ooh boy. Yeah, let's. Oh. Still out cold. Oh god. My head. What year is it? I, I sit up and glance around the room. Mom and Dad aren't back yet, even though it's 6 o'clock. Some business, some business meeting. Huh. Yeah. Wait, no. What is that smell? Dang, someone's cooking. Dang, something is cooking. So it's nice. Guess mom is, guess mom is home. Wonder what the auction is. Normally it's just reheated leftovers. I put a I put the couch pillows back the way my parents liked them and head into the kitchen to see what's up. Wow, mom, what's a wow, mom, what's smells good and is a little shit. Sorry, I didn't know you were still. Oh man, I passed that on to you, didn't I? The assignments. It it's fine. It's fine. You're feeling any better? Um. Oh. Are they not around? Oh. Oh. Um. Are they not around very often? Yeah, they usually busy into busy with work stuff. Both both have busy but well-paying jobs. I'm fine. Don't worry. If you say so. Evita looks down at the slow cooker and fiddles with one of the tiles. Actually, actually, are you? Do you really not have anyone around? No aunts, grandparents, no nothing? I shrug. Man, dude, like, like my mom is gone and my dad is a whole another story. But at least he tucked me in with the pennies. In that way, I guess you're worse off. You're worse off than me, somehow. The last part she spoke was quieter, and with her downcast face, I can't help but feel I wasn't meant to hear it. Well, yeah, you at least have your folks, but I don't think it does much good comparing our situations. I'll just have to be better parent for my kids. Olivia flinches. I don't know why, though. Isn't that isn't that what everyone wants? You plan to start a family? Yeah, of course. What about you? My dad really wants me to. Dang. He knows he's pretty far from ideal. He told me before that he hopes I can make a family work. Like how he couldn't. It'll be nice, but I mean, it's probably not gonna happen. I think it can. Hmm. Well, well, after you collapsed, I panicked, and I had to call on Mr. Penny, to ask her what to do, if I should call emergency service. She said, she said when this, she said this when this happens to Damien, she just make him sip her pie and wait for him to sleep it off. I had to root through your fridge to find out you have jack shit in terms of ingredients. Yeah. In our pantries too. I saw a place of upscale as this would clearly have an air fryer, but all I could find was this slow cooker. So I threw the vegetables that hadn't expired into it with some stock. Should be good for your sinus, at least. I I particularly remember something along those lines. I stepped closer to Olivia, peering into the glass window of the cooker. I didn't even know we had half of whatever's in there. Really? Why would you? Why would your parents buy this kind of stuff just to let it rot away in the fridge? My mom does. My mom does like to cook, but she doesn't. But she doesn't do it very often. I wish she could. I wish she would. The green gator snort. You know, I'm only spoiling you because you're sick. It's not that. I just miss dinner. You know. Uh, this sitting around the dining room table and talking to each other. We don't really do that anymore, except maybe on holidays. Elliot winces. Yeah, no kidding. Sorry to pry. I can't help I can't help but sigh as I think about my Victorian's relationship with mom and dad. It's alright. Anyway, I didn't take you for the glory type, Olivia. The awkwardness yeah. The awkwardness of just standing and staring gets to me. So I choose to take a seat at our island table. Man, these chairs are surprisingly comfy. This is actually the first time this is the first time the table was even used used since I have moved in. Thinking about it, Olivia given a lot of verts now. Kinda wish Mom would make dinner again, like before she got that promotion. Hmm, just, eesh. Olivia hums to herself as she moves towards the fridge, pulling out an egg carton and scrolling after checking it. How often do you get groceries, Inko? I ordered some earlier. Actual groceries, not that junk. Oh, uh, God, that's such a waste of money. I meant if you could cook the food you like. I try to, but my hand starts to get a bit lighter. Though now I can practically taste the smell coming from the cooker. Is that why you're is that why you're in home easy? There's another low hum from her as she considers something. I want to be ready when I have a place of my own. And it's actually relaxing. Just keep my mind and hands busy when I'm alone. Plus, it's either this or, you know, bother you, Mrs. Payne, all the time. Oop, the ding. The cooker pings, signaling the stew is finished. Then Olivia takes the lid off the cloud. When Olivia takes the lid off, a cloud of steam erupts from the rich aroma of cooked meat and vegetables. Starting getting hungry. I haven't eaten anything all day. Can you grab us some bowls? I'm struggling there in the shelves above. I nod and get up, moving around the table to the shelf with all the bowls. I give the top a quick dust check, sticking it sticking it back in, and taking the two under it. Olivia already has the ladle ready, stirring the soup lower. Lily. I set the bowls down next to her, and she ladles the serving for us. Okay, okay, monkey bags. Back to the couch. You don't want to eat at the table? I can't. It's obvious. I mean, is it obvious? I mean, look at me. What do... Oh. The island table doesn't really have the space of a chair to fit underneath. Plus, I want to enjoy this. Plus, I want to enjoy this with some quality entertainment. I figured we could watch something together on the big flat screen of you got. That's okay, right? Sure. I carry both bowls back to the couch, seeing the entire living room has been cleaned up. Man, I really need to make this up to Olivia somehow. Just watching something doesn't feel like a fair deal at all. Yeah, you better owe her. Not only cooking, but even cleaning up after. I'll find a way to repair. I sit down our dinner on the coffee table. before Olivia can say a thing, I place both hands on the corner of the couch and push. Didn't think it'd be so hard, but then again, I'm still out of sorts. The space created, however, is enough for Olivia to work the the front of her chair in. Olivia gives me an appreciative nod, then angles her chair in a way to let her use her tail and the couch armrest to provide herself onto it. Thanks. I give Olivia a small nod and a smile as I grab my spoon off the table. Leaning closer to the bowl, the comforting aroma of the soup walls up my stuffed nose. First time I'm getting a goosebumps that aren't caused by cold flashes. I get a good spoonful of Olivia's homemade rende, making sure to get some meat and veggies as well. Still piping hot, I blow a bit of air on the spoon to cool it down. Pussy. What? Hey, at least... Hey, the last thing I need with this fever is a second-degree burn over my tongue. Whatever you say. Once I feel that it's sufferingly cold, I slip up my first spoonful. Nope. My tired eyes close in bliss as the flavor wash over the taste buds, flaring all like fireworks. To despite it as just being good would be several understatements. The stock is rich and hearty. The meat is well cooked. It could easily fall off the bone and fall off the bone it came from. And the vegetables gave it a nice ramen touch. All of it well seasoned and spiced. It's like I'm experiencing that scent from Gator. For a second, I thought my eyes are... Dude, is it changing colors on my... Okay, it is changing colors. You see, like, the little backgrounds, like, slowly changing to different colors of the flavors that he's tasting right now. Sensing and seeing them different flavors move and dance around in my mind. For a brief moment, I forgot all about the fever and only felt the warm presence of the soup enveloped me like a cozy blanket. Is it good? Like a record scratch, I am taken out of my experience and brought back to earth by the parodic voice. I look to see Olivia giving me a questioning look, idly crushing and munching her soup. I also realize that I'm sunk into the couch, my arms to the side like a ragdoll. Felt like my body was weighed down from both of the sickness and the soup. Guess I got lost in the broth. Wow, Olivia, the soup, it's amazing. Olivia rolls her eyes at me in a complex, but lets out a tiny smile. Ah, it's nothing. I just threw in shit together in a pot and call it a food. Anyone could do that. Olivia looks away, once again, cutting herself short. With weak strength, I lift myself up from the couch without gravitational pull to be better look at the shining scales. At the shining scales. I'm serious. This is the most delicious soup I have ever had. Olivia moved her head back closer to me, but still avoids my gaze. Her smile a little weaker. All right, I get it. Don't ha- you don't you don't have to make it sound better than it is. It's just helping out your flu. I'm not saying it's because of the flu. Honestly, you have you have real talent for cooking. Olivia turns towards me. Her smile is still small, but filled with honest joy. Ah, you got her there. You really think so? I nod, even even as the soothing warmth of Olivia's soup settles in, and manage to return to her meek smile with my own tired one. I know so. Up. Ah, that's cute. Her eyes dart around for anything else for to focus on, desperately trying to riddle her fluster. She shakes the flush off of her face and shakes around her bag. Well, I'll get going. Going? So you were wanting to catch up on your shows? Well, the moment's right there. It's the least I can do after you helped today. What were you wanting to watch? She eyes, she eyes, she eyes the remote and the other side of the screen on the wall. A few things, nothing in particular. I remember you asking at the last month for some recommendations, so I've been thinking of a few you might like. But if you're sick and all, I don't want to. Yeah, I would love to see what you have. My parents probably won't be back to hog it for another few hours, if they come back tonight at all. So it's pretty good time. You really sure? Sure, I'm sure. Oh god, here we go. I saw that smug face. Show me all about the deep, gradual meaning of animated dinosaur folk cartoons. Oh my god. You're lucky you're sick right now. She wants to kick him so bad. You know what I mean. I think the tail counts as a kick. It counts. But again, she really wants to just look. I'm about to kick your ass for that one. Yep. Elia takes the remote and flicks on the TV on. After getting over the internal shock of the screen being taller than she is negative to the streaming site and picks some colorful series I have only seen in the passing. This one has a rough pilot, but it gets better a few episodes in, and the animation is top notch. She flips the first episode on, and its staggering fight seems unrivaled while Olivia moves back by the couch with me. Then, to my surprise, she shoved herself out of her chair and into the cushion next to me. I moved my arm out of the way to make room. Oh, sorry. Should have asked. Oh, of course you're welcome to sit. I know, but thanks. As we focus back on the show, well, I do. Olivia's glancing at my way after a joke and experience shot of analyze my reaction. When it's not for that, it's the forewarning that something bit cheesy was about to happen. Eventually, the first episode closed, so the heroes are ready to begin their journey for real in the following one. The credits scroll and Olivia winds her hair aside with her fingertips. So, yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. I don't know. What do you think? I liked it. Yeah. Really? Well, they got a whole season. Do you do you want to see more? Wait, didn't you say you wanted to catch up on your shows? Isn't that this is the pilot episode? She fumbles to the remote in her hands and to catch it midair. Well, yeah. Just figure you should know what's all going on so you're not lost, you know. But if you want to keep watching this, that's fun too. She quickly pushed the button to start the next episode without my response. Cute. This is all that runs through my mind at her attempts to cover for her small mistake. She's probably just refreshing her memory and... wonder why I thought cute fit. Well, it does. Hell, entering every time she glanced over as if I wouldn't enjoy the show. Sure, Mom and Dad aren't any rush back. The characters one screen freeze. Oh shoot, did the Wi-Fi go out again? I tried to stand up, but the bruise I have every limb across my lap back down. Olivia's tail feels like a bouncer across my leg, keeping me from standing. Olivia? I just paused it, Inko. Oh. There's a confused expression on her face. Is it normal? Is what normal? She chewed her lips slowly in consideration. Your parents, like, are they not really going to be back? I shrug. They're always busy with work. Looks like they don't know how to work as a family. Always take care about business work. You should never really too much focus on the business, which you should partly still have part of it, but you should really focus on the family first. Because if you're a parent, it takes full responsibility to make sure to have full time being there with your family and all that stuff. Spending time with your kids, talk to them, and making sure that they know you're still coming back home, and knowing them that they're safe. That's ugh. You all know what I'm talking about. I feel as a shifting next to me. Olivia inches herself closer. Like, when I think about it, I barely see them at all. More shifting. I wonder, sometimes. The tail shifts to my ottoman now. Does anyone even care? All the movement has stopped, as if reality itself had paused. Man, I must have been more tired than I thought. I feel my head sway as my muscles race into the putty. I'm sure they do. I look at Olivia, who I shoulder to shoulder with me now. I mean, they's kinda the same. Hmm? Olivia drew her lips as she considered her words. He's always busy too. The whole reason I live with my godparents is because they has to travel to work for work. So he does. I stop myself as I see the faint witness of Olivia's eyes. Oh, that's sad. Sorry. Her eyes closed and somber sigh escaped her lips. No, it's fine. I get it, Inko. There's a silence hanging over us now. A copy after a sweet girl next to me, letting my eyes slide close and a sad breeze loose. After some time, she breaks the silence with soft and tender words. Of course, your parents care. Just like they. Why else would? Why was? Why else would they work so much? But what about me? I winced at just how pathetic that sounded. It's for you, you doof. How else could you afford all these nice things? Her words grew quieter as time goes on, and my body sinks into the numbness again. They cares enough to work for my sake, enough to talk to my godparents into letting me live with them. They didn't have to, and yet I'm burning them. My mind connects the dots. Mr. Hafer talked Randy and Sophia into it, which is why I have to be able to live on my own as soon as I can. Because if they don't want me there anymore, that's it for me. I recall just how happy they were to have Olivia rejoin the party. They wouldn't, though. They love you like Damien and Fanny. She shakes her head, the more thoughts of her head, and then looks at me with serious moonshade eyes. Anyway, You should do the same for your parents and yourself. Oh, aww, that's adorable. My bird goes horizontal, horizontal, if I can't speak that word, and I find my head atop of comfiest pillow I've ever felt. I nod, and the nod becomes a nuzzle into the side pillow. Above me, Olivia yelps. Hmm? I try to turn and see what's wrong, but something falls atop of my head that keeps it in place. Oh, nothing. Ah, a soothing cold something. A soothing cold something rose across my head, drawing me further and further into the restful peace. Along with the Guinness carries a deep, label embrace from somewhere, restoring in my entire mind. Okay. With the lulling touch and tone, my eyelids grew heavy, and he blacked out. By the time I wake up, Olivia's gone. By the time I wake up, Olivia's gone. I checked my phone for the time, only realized it's 4 in the morning. I can't help but groan as I sit up and like as I groan as I sit up on the couch. But instead of feeling horrible like I had the past few days, I felt surprisingly well. There's no doubt that I have Olivia to thank. Hell, I might even be able to go to school today. Wonder if any of the soup is left. She probably left it in the fridge, right? I shuffle over to the appliance and open the door, allowing my eyes to adjust to the light. It only takes a second for me to spot a Tupperware container filled with the delicious meal. Nice. I'll I'll have to ask for her for the recipe sometime. Uh, he's in love. I can tell. We all can tell. Uh, thanks to Olivia's advice on cooking, I finally made my recovery and returned to school. And the jazzy music. I really like the music so far in this game, and I'm glad to be back. I feel like I missed so much while I've been gone. So much I needed to catch up on. I mean, I didn't manage to finish all the assignments from Ben had me had sent to me, but I feel out of my loop with other things, like gossip about me. Ugh, nobody really needs all that the drama and gossipness. Demi tried to give me the through rundown of all during PE. I'm still in shock over how bad some of them got. Up to cartel, drug running, and FBI most wanted. I don't think that's even possible just in a week. The end of the class bell rings through the school, signaling after start of lunch. As everyone in class is packing up of the things, Adrian speaks up. Alright, everyone. Make sure you complete the assignment by next class. You all have a wonderful rest of the day now. Oh, and Inko, I stopped at the mention of my name as I threw at my backpack. I could you wait for a moment? I have something I wish to speak with you about. Yeah, of course. Olivia looks back from the classroom entrance, waiting for me. Don't wait up. Don't wait up on me. I'll meet you at the table with the others. With a shrug and a nod, Olivia wheels herself out of the door and down the hall. Everyone else leaves in the classroom until it's just Yadakin and me, and I. Please take a seat. I take a seat the closest to Yadakin's desk, putting my backpack down as well. Mr. Yadakin himself gets out of his chair and walks around his desk, leaning against it. So, I'll be quick about it. I got a job that needs to be doing. I up, 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 up. You miss assignments and it makes and needs to make up work. And I need some extra help with something. Something I think you'll be very interested in. Some good friends of mine are getting married in a few short days. And they hired me to be their photographer. And wait. And given the extra learning experience, cough, child labor, cough, I thought it would be good for you. I thought of you. Oop. Me? Yes, if you wanted to, of course. I could always call in some associates to help me out, but I thought adding in some extra credit would sweeten the deal. What will we be doing? There's a bored smile on his face and a decent look in his eyes. Well, you'll be my appreciate in this case. You're not only to be helping set up more portrait photos, you'll also be doing a lot of development shorts. Wait. Did I speak that right? You'll also be doing a lot of independent shorts. Okay, got that right. You mean I'll be taking my own pictures? Yep. In fact, you'll be using my SLRS and lenses for this. To keep all of the shorts in uniform. The idea of finally getting to use something like Mr. Yadakin's $1,000 cover makes my head swim. So, what do you say? Interested? It currently seems like a healthy task, even if Yadakin would be there to help us. Then again, Mr. Yadakin wouldn't be offering this job if he didn't think I was capable of doing it. This would technically be my first official photographer gig. And a wedding shoot to the boot. It sounds so daunting yet interesting. I would love to. Alright, sounds like a done deal. It's after school today. We can talk about it more later. For now, You should get getting along to lunch. Thank you, Miss Yadigan. I gave the teacher a nod and grabbed my backpack. Just as I head out at the door, my curiosity gets the better of me. So, who's the lucky couple, if you don't mind me asking? School nurse, actually. School nurse, actually. The husband to be the is also a good friend of mine. Huh, neat. I make a mental note to give my well wishes to the nurse if I see her before the wedding. With that, I wave to Miss Yadkin goodbye and head down to the hallway. Wait! Friday. But I was going to practice painting then. I already agreed to go, even if I didn't. It's a real photography. It's not even a question which I should go to, but jeez. It's like the universe is conspiring against me to never stop drawing stick figures. Oh, I finally meet up with Olivia, who was waiting near the entrance for the cafeteria. She's been like, where the fuck is he? The crazy green girl is leaned over and a sour pout scrunching over her maw closed as she eyes the possibilities. When she notices I have moved into her airspace, she perks up immediately. Seeing the transformation is a sure, and I chew on my cheek to keep from laughing as I watch her muscular tail wagging happy. Oh boy. No. Yeah, you know she's very happy to see him. Love's in the air. Finally. Took you long enough. Yeah, sorry. Sorry it took so long. You didn't have to wait for me, by the way. I can manage waiting if it means eating with you. I can feel a smile tug on my lips from hearing Olivia say that. Mind if I push your chair in? Using me as a battering ram through the crowd now? Huh. Yeah, something like that. Alright. Only cause you asked. But give me your backpack. I'll use it for a shield. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh boy. Oh, she put her tail around his wrist. When I grabbed the handles, Olivia moved her tail up to grab my wrist, like at the arcade. I didn't notice that, but that's kind of cute. All right, charge! Oh boy, yes, ma'am. Strike! I start marching through the crowd of unruly and famished teens conforming for their daily meal. Olivia turns her head to me to say something. So what happened with the Yadkin? You in trouble or something? Huh? Oh. Nah. Yadkin just had a promotion for some extra credit. Really? What is it? He wants me to join him at a wedding and help him out with his photo shoot. Says he thinks it'll be a good learning experience. Oh. Well, that sounds pretty interesting. Did you take it? Yep. Could be a good way to get to known. Could be good way to on what I know. Plus, extra credit can help to make up for times that they were sick. You mean when you nearly overdosed on that cough syrup cocktail you made? Yeah, that. Wait. Huh? And what? Did I say anything? Crowds too loud here. The burner chuckles to herself. I felt him rolling my eyes. I'm left rolling my eyes, letting her claim her victory in this exchange. By the time we got our lunch, it's a simple matter of locating Damien and Liz by the telephone pole neck. That's not a telephone pole. For whatever reason, they're at more squinted table today, and when we arrive, it's pretty obvious why. Oh, the bitch. Took you too long enough. Yeah. I expected more of her from Olivia. Something more graphic. Oh boy. Instead, Olivia rolls herself to the rest of the way, taking her decent spot up the head of the table. I take the spot just to her, all while keeping a wary eye on the pink busted surface. It seems like Mia's rage against me has simmed down over time, but that air of uncertainty and uneasiness still wavered around her. The best I can do is act friendly. Hey, Mia, is there something you need? Need? Nah, just here to catch up with my good pal here. She's a bully. She wants something from Olivia. We can all see it from there. While the red scale managed to turn towards Olivia, her own eyes remained locked on her soggy chicken she's eating mentally. I thought you were asking Liz for her homework, though. That too. Ah, right. Here, guys. A pair of soda cans are rolled down of the table, and I think Raptor cries. I'm able to catch both before they ram into my tray of questionable lunch meat. I don't want to know either. You guys were taking a while, so I grabbed the drinks today. No, you didn't. It was Mia gave those to you. Well, she did because I thought of doing it. She's trying to bribe you for the math answers I helped you with earlier. Lizzie, I can't believe you would believe something like that about me. But it's true. Hey, free soda is free soda, man. At any rate, the real reason I'm here is, say Olivia, you leave your phone at home or something. People are trying to contact you all day. Oh. Olivia pulls her phone out of her jacket pocket. I catch a glimpse of her wallpaper, a comical portrayal of guts that she probably doodled. Yeah, I ran out of service for the month. What the hell? You don't got a proper monthly plan. I got more important things to, to be doing than this, you know? If they want to see Olivia so bad, why sent why sent you not just show up themselves? Shut it. Oh, oh boy. Who is so important for all of this anyway? Who do you think? Ben. Ben wants to talk to Olivia? Why is he wants to talk to Olivia? Is it? This is the. Is this the 20 freaking questions? Maybe. How the hell should I know what's really going on between my boyfriend and Hot Wheels here? Oof. All that matters to me is if Olivia here is gonna fix it or not. Oh, the drama. I'll think about it. Ugh, whatever. I'm out of here. Smell you all later, Gator. Ugh. I agree with Olivia's face here. Ugh. Mia storms off, leaving Olivia looking very sour. So, thing, things alright with Ben? Oh, uh, this, the sad Gator. You don't want to see sad Gator. Olivia rests her arms on the table and slumps her head in. I don't want to talk about it. Where'd her bright mood from before go? Well, anyways, Damien, you really shouldn't consider cheating, even with something as simple as math homework. But, but you helped me out with it. That's different. I help. That's different. I helped you with it, and I think you're getting something out of it. Like the answers? What I mean is, in comparison, he's just trying to be lazy, and she's only cheating herself. What's the issue then? What's the issue? Yeah, I get free soda. Someone you hate tricks herself into getting things stupid, and everyone thinks they win. It's great. Oh, Damien, you scare me sometimes, Damien. I think he scares all of us sometimes. Guess I'll have to ask Ben what's going on if I see him later. In the meantime, David's disposition only keeps getting more and more foul. I try to think of something to help her cheer up, but I keep coming up with dead ends on just what could work here. There's gotta be something. I can't just leave her such a sour mood. Oh, how about that? Hey, so, what's the deal with your phone background? Oh, you notice it? She flips her phone on and shows me her background. Huh? The little doodle of guts? Yeah, I drew it up the other day. That's how to get her cheer up. got the curves just right first try, so it's pretty cool. I'll bet. Is he with you today? Nah, I left him at home. How often do you bring him? Not often. Maybe once or twice at semesters. And even then, it's just when I'm bored. Although once he just in my hoodie when I left for school. Unexpected? It was here. It was here. I got some pictures saved. The screen displayed a small creature set atop a desk with a skinny tail. Go ahead to the chest tightly. I don't know why, but he holds his tail like that all the time. I feel Demi and Liz hovering behind me, their eyes locked onto the adorable fat creature on screen. I don't know who hopes, probably Liz, but Olivia rolls her eyes and swipes to the next picture of the cute pet, now in the transparent ball of looking confused. For the remaining minute, for the remaining minutes of lunch, we just sit huddle around Olivia's phone, interested by her entrance by her sweet little rat as it did the most mutant things. Yet Gut's method of doing them was way too undeniably cute, and that's what really got to us and made time fly faster than we could even notice. That's a cute thing. Just looking at pet videos and knows that helps a little. Oh. Oh boy. But I think a couple of times that stretch and he blinked a couple of times and stretched my arms and legs as I get up from the desk. Miss Prockley really knows how to make 40 minutes feel like entity. Well, at least it's time to practice painting for real. Wait, no. Yadigan roped me into the photo shoot. Can't practice painting. Can't get good. Can't get good at anything. Why is it every time I try to actually improve, something like this happens? At this rate, I'll never get good enough to get a real following. I haven't gotten to actually have a whole afternoon to practice at all. Still, there's no way in hell I'm missing this. I end up meeting with Ben and asked Yadkin right as he was locking his classroom. While our teacher made the assignment, internship, apprenticeship. While he had made it all sound simple, it was still subject to some paperwork. Something about liberty waiver or something. You know, in case of something happens to us, like a surprise attack by 5 teenagers in multiple colors, appendix. I wonder if that happens often. We still feel the We still filled the form out as the instructor gave an overview of just what exactly Ben and I would be doing. Oh wow, this is actually pretty amazing. There's a few sculpture, sculptures. Okay, there's a few sculptures out here, save for one at the edge of the cliff. Ben's the first one out of the cramped car with a armful of telescopes plug stands. I followed his example, unloading the vehicle. Uh, this is all... Okay. Alright, you two. You remember what we are doing here tonight? Yes, sir. After we set up the photo situation in our corner of the hall, we'll be taking turns walking the excavation, taking pictures of the guests. Perfect. I'll be with the wedding party the entire time. So if you need me, just look for the gaggle of familiar dressed woman searching and you'll find me. He grins as he helps carry the last of the latest equipment from the trunk. Remember, this is actual work, so be polite, be efficient, but most importantly, Ben and I sit up surprisingly at attention, ready to any order our teacher would give us. Have fun. You gotta have some fun in the work areas. You gotta be like also focus on it, but also having fun with it. Some work just can't be boring. You just have to find the fun out of it. Get fun out of it. But yeah, it's work, but also try to have some fun with it. But trust me, the client will appreciate it more. Finally finished with the unloading. Finally finished with the unloading. I inhaled the mix of aroma of ocean and flowers. While I find the scent of intergazing, Ben seems to have a strict opposite reaction. He's focused on work. His brows pinched together in disgust as he tries to fan away the air with one hand while covering his nose with others. Ugh, I think I'm going to be sick one the next with this weather. At least a few is great. That it is. Yeah. Mr. Yadigan leads us through the small garden out in the front and into the reception hall. And wow. Good grief. A lot of things going on. Oy, oy. It's a as well wedding the 10 it's a specialist wedding 10 upon a door with all short of the floor and high-end lighting keeping the place warm and lit. Okay, you guys know how to set up here? I'm going to get to business. Yes, sir. He leads us setting up into the ongoing ceremony with a prim camera and tripod. Ben and I exchanged a single glance before we both wrenched ourselves to the daunting task. First on the list is the telescopic stands for the cameras. From experience, it doesn't take us too long to get those in place. Man, this is a long one. And make sure I recovered my voice the last time I did this, because the last video I kind of killed that voice. Oh my god, that hurt a lot, but now I'm back in action with the voicing. Next are the reflectors and strobe lights, all packed in heavy cases that have to be hauled inside. By my third case, I'm already exhausted. Things are really heavy. Shoot, I thought gym class would have prepared me for this. Oh, shoot, I thought gym class would have prepared me for this. This is my phone buzz. Might as well take a breather. Opening the notification, I discover it's from Olivia. Really? Hey, Shades. Oh. Hi, Olivia. Got your service back? Nope. Oh, I lied about that. Oh, live long. I forgot the thing with the profile picture. So you leave with Yadikin after school. What's up with that? Oh, helping him with a wedding photo shoot. You? At a wedding? You at a wedding? Did Yadikin give you a better jacket for it? Nope. I tried school enough. So, where at? Nope, I can't read all that fast. Teach said it was some place called Clarkson Lookout on the way over. Wait, really? That place has a bunch of census views. If you see any good landscape shots, take one for me. Sure, if I get the time. No, do it now. I'll do it later. Oh god. No, gods. Oh my god. Okay. Cute and threatening message received. Oh my god. Jeez. Well, this is a good spot up as any. The sun is starting to set, so I decided to make for some pretty nice atmosphere. Maybe Olivia wants to paint another landscape. In the distance, I see a few sailboats on the outskirts. Further beyond a freighter or two, the seas sure are crowded these days. I take the picture and send it over to Olivia. Hope we're getting the full mech. But that's a beautiful landscape. That is actually beautiful. That's actually pretty good. Thanks. I can't take pictures thinking me like that in reality. The thought of her doing something so sweet and hammer. Inko, this thing weighs like 80 pounds. I'm not doing all the work. Oh, right. I let my camera hang loose around my my neck while assisting Ben with setting up the last of the standing of reflectors. Setting up meant not only the cameras, but a large chunk of the incomplete Gator perp. Oh god. Oh boy. Which means I'm carrying out loads and loads of heavy cases loaded of strobes, reflectors, cloth, sheets, and so many telescopic poles and stands. Ay, ay. That's a lot of work. Following his instructions, Ben has set up a small red carpet path leading to the glamour shoot station. And meanwhile, I was finishing making sure the market out ports within the room had a right combination of flash, strobes, and or reflectors. By the time our teacher had come back, I just placed the final light in position. Oop. As guest starts walking down Ben's handmade path, I skid along the edge of my borrowed high-end camera. Uh, the, the DSLR clicks are muted compared to the chattering guests, and while I think I managed to catch some decent shots, I'm just not really feeling it today. Is something wrong with me? And voila! Ben with having a much easier time working at the makeshift studio we've built in the corner. Couples would simply walk up and stand before the backdrop of the massive window to the cliffside and ocean. And Ben had the brilliant idea to not only set up Yadkin's lone camera, but also his own, so he captures the goes from the two angles at once. Oh yeah, he's really in the just focus on the work, not just trying to have the fun of it. He's like a workaholic, something like that. He looked happy with each and every shot he took, and people always chatted him up right after. And here I am, doing my best not to scroll as I look over the blurry shot I had messed up. Blurry because my hands are shaking. I guess I'm Oh, I hadn't noticed till I haven't noticed till now that my main messaging app has been going off. Nope. So how is it going well? So is it going well? Hardly. I think Ben's turning into a competition. Are you winning? No, not really. Beat him. Beat him for me. Oh, this she's playing this puppy dog eyes. That wasn't real message. I tried to ignore my phone for now. I don't think anything will calm my nerves at this point. That feeling of anxiety only grows as time marches on. I can't seem to get any one picture right. And Ben zooming around as eventually as he isn't helping. Well, that's not all. Well, that's not all. Aaliyah's messages are just throwing me off. Oh. just break his flashing stick thing. Well, then his pictures and his face will be super dark. Wow. How out how out of date is Olivia to think we still use flash pans? Or lock him in the bathroom or something. Wow. I don't think that's sportsman like or legal. Oh, I just remembered. I need another pick. Another bag. Can you try shoving him into the wedding cake and taking a pic of him smash it on his floor on the floor? I need it for Muse. She wants to use it for blackmail. That. Do do it for me? Come on, that's just violent. I just barely was in my bachelor version. I spotted a perfect shot of an older couple and parents of them in the groom, I believe. There, that's my good chance. I bring the borrowed camera up, look through the viewfinder, and see that the parents have already moved away into the other group. The camera slips from my grip, but luckily the neck strap holds it safely against my chest. Okay, I need a break. I need a break as well because I think I'm about to hit the 2-hour marker at this point. At least I'm at the 2-hour marker point. Oy, oy. I find it appropriate place to seek outside and go around and out the building, slumping down against the brick siding. It's really twilight now. The ocean's reflection of the sun is getting very close to meeting the real thing. My phone buzzes once more, and something in me jumps. Not a fear, though. Just wish I knew what it was. Olivia sends a video of Guts running around a maze she puts together using cardboard and school supplies. When he comes out of the other end, she gave him a grape to bite into her palm. Wow. Aw. It was never really found rodents, but seeing Olivia's video and little duel, it's really starting to stall away. There's something about seeing Olivia having such a strong bond with Guts and caring for him that warms my heart. Starting to believe that this is the same girl that used to give me nothing but ice stares when I first met her. Oh boy. I'm glad that she feels comfortable enough with me to let her defense down and be herself. That's nice. As I continue snapping photos, my work around to the hall to find good photo ops led me to the stage to the DJ once was. Shame that I didn't get any good shots from him while he was here. Maybe Ben got some decent pictures. Looking through the camera lens, I see that there's a gentleman sitting on the steps that leads up to the stage, finishing off a cigarette. Oh boy. There's someone over on the steps, taking a deep drag of a cigarette and blowing the smoke up towards the window. A truly ionic display of certainty. Before I knew it, I've taken several shots. He seems he seems like he wants to be left alone, but he doesn't mind it, right? Hey kid. Oh, oh. At least get my good side. At least get my good side, will ya? Oh. I stepped closer, readjusting the camera settings and scrambling for the explanation. Sorry about that. I was unsure if you wanted to be want attention. Eh, it's alright. People say I got a kinda restricting bitch face. So I can't lie. I'm pretty exhausted, kid. Especially after I had to carry my new issue down the aisle all the way to the car. Ah, this is the groom. So, you gotta take a photo or what? Oh, right, sorry. As I raise my camera and the groom takes a finger questionable pose, taking a drag from his cigarette. I did a few clicks and a couple of slight adjustments to my position. I believe I got some pretty good shots in there. There we are. The groom blows out a plump of smoke in his mouth before leaning over the scene to capture. Smells like a Vegas hotel. I gave the groom time to look at each photo thoroughly before moving to the next one. These are pretty good, kid. Managed to make this mug of mine look halfway decent. He let a sketchy chuckle as he takes another half of the cigarette before snuffing one little left of it onto the floor. Thanks. Say, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing all the way over here? Is it your big day? Isn't it? As the groom let out another plump of already begun dig up another cigarette. Lighting the new cig so carefully, he begins to inhale it. And keeps inhaling. Oh god, he holds up a finger as he continues inhaling. Until the cigarette is finished, he finally exhaled a stream of lung contents slowly over all the 30 seconds. Sir? Of course it is. Just having a little rest is all. I mean, this has been a happiness day of my life. But it's tiring as all hell. The missus is currently having fun, and yet a few hours when we were in our no longer venture pad, I'd be listening to her as she moans about how sore she is. The groom let out another plump of smoke, this time through his nostrils. But hey, if that's the price it's gonna pay, holy material, that's all the jazz. Definitely it feels like a groom is laying it on the bit sick to who is essentially a stranger to him. And yet, I can understand what he means. You know, you've been going around the whole relation snapping photos. Why don't you take a break too? He mentioned his hand to be nearby stage as an available seat. I settled myself on the stage as the groom then fiddles with a small packet. Looking closer, it's all sealed pack and of cigarettes. Chen told me a bit about you. You know who? Your camera teacher, or whatever he call it, or whatever he's called at your school. Says you've been good. Says you've been a good kid and all. Though a bit clueless. Hey. The groom lets out another gutful as he cracks open the pack of cigarette and plunks out a fresh cancer stick. His words, not mine. How do you know him? We know each other for ages. He actually helped me meet the missus. Funny how that works. Funny how that works out. Whoa, Miss Yadigan was your wingman? Heh. He always hated how I told him that. I gave him a life to some field trip he had to Japan. Japan? Don't know why. He always taken a school bus. Don't know why. He could have taken the school bus. But as soon as I got there, I met the rest of his coworkers, including my would-be wife. Bedroll pick, tricking me into also jumping too, saying I could use the time to get to know her better. Maybe I should be asking him. Well, no, I can't. Can't what? Nothing important. Have a teacher tell you how to court a lady friend, right? Hey, no. Another one of his students. Your classmate, yeah? It's not like that. Come on, I know you want to talk about girls. That's always fun. Humor me a bit. She's just a good friend. The words taste bitter on my tongue for some reason. Sure, kid, sure. I've got a few more minutes to quiet while Priscilla and her maid. I got a few more minutes to quiet while Brazilla and her maids of murder fights over the percutes. A quick glance over the scene, the woman twice of my age, wielding forcefully chair like it was a battle axe. Trent can't help. Trent can't help you. Trent can't help you there, but I can. So, this good friend of yours, what's she like? Well, she's a complicated history. Oh? I mean, when I first met her, she was very gringle and artistic. Well, she's still artistic, but in a light-hearted way. Even with her friends, she was a little distant. But when she's painting or gushing about some Frenchies or other anime, there's this unshamed excitement and passion in it I haven't met anyone with that kind of energy before. Once you get to know her, she's just nice under it all. That's everything? Well, yeah. I think she's drew me carrying her once. Whistles. Well, shoot. He slides his ring off his ringer and holds it up for me. You want this? Sounds like you need this more than me. Kidding, I'm kidding. But dang, sounds pretty cut and dry to me. Never had a crush before. Never had a crush before? Not anyone I know personally. Your folks together? Yeah. They love each other too? Yeah? Yeah, I guess they do. You guess? It's complicated. There's a round so little I didn't even know what their love looks like, how they interact. If they even love each other at all. They never told me their story, why they're together. Anything that would prepare for me is the future a source. As far as I remember, when my parents weren't around, there was a screen nearby, and they weren't around often. I've always had a little urgent friend in my pocket telling me how great I was at everything. That's been my only help to get through life. The best always to have a best friendships, hobbies, romance. But it feels worthless now. I'm not prepared. I don't even know if what it is love. This guy seems to think so, though. He'll help me out. I see him putting some words together now. Let me give you a little advice, kid. The groom finally lights the cigarette through the cigarette. So this time he's slow to puff on. Oh, that's... You see that beautiful bride over there? He mentioned with the dual emperor. He mentions with during the embers of his smoke. Where the bridesmaids were still violently wrestling and had the bride acting the referee. Even we had never met, and this was the happenance meeting. I see her over there. And I just know I love her. Yeah. Yep. Is that it? Is that it? Yeah. Are you trying to give me a little push? Convince me I like this girl? You're the one who wants the advice. There it is. I thought you were going to go on a bit more about love. Why the hell would I give you a speech about love? You know what it is. I know what it is. You know what it is. But there's no groundbreaking advice that makes everything make sense. And you don't need me to convince you. You're just looking for a reason not to believe what's right in front of you. Oh. Break's over. Gotta run. The man gets up and dusting off his pants and flicking his cigarette butt onto the trash. Hey, take some great pictures from me, will ya? No more moping. You're on the clock. He jogs onto the crowd and to meet with his bride. My phone buzzed in my pocket. What timing? I reach into my pocket and bundle out my phone, squinting at the screen. An unread notification from the group chat. Shoot, do I have time to be on my phone right now? Maybe I can talk to Damien about this. He knows Olivia for a while. Ben and Olivia used to be friends too, right? What being able to be able to help? I should probably focus on what I need to do, what I'm here to do. Besides, I don't want to let this groom down. But this is Olivia we're talking about. I don't want to do anything without knowing as much as I can. I need to focus on finishing taking these photos. I should consult the others about Olivia. Well, we need to focus on ourselves here. We just cannot focus on the others right now. We gotta focus on ourselves to know what we're doing, do the things we need to do. All that stuff, but I cannot explain, but you'll know what I'm talking about. I can't afford to slack off right now. Besides, I made a promise to the groom, and I do not want him to let him down. Or Mr. Yadikin, for that matter. I silence my phone and slide it into my jacket pocket, pushing off the wall, and taking hold of my camera. Where should I even start? I think I have a few ideas. With the groom's words still ringing to my ears, I find a second wind of shorts. I can't really understand it. I feel like I'm already picking out prime shots from the scanning over the hall. While Ben is continuing his more autonomous rapid fire approach with the sculptured clicking of his snapshots, I've been singling out couples in their own moments, just scattered throughout. I think some of them have even noticed seeming to measure themselves out of the fresher view. Young man, over here. An elderly dino teacher catches my attention, waving me to her table, with her and her family are sitting. We need a good picture. We need a good Christmas card photo, if you would be so kind. Of course, madam. A large group moves to one side of the table for me, smiling silently at me and at my lens. The first shot seems perfect, but for their sake I make sure to take another group extra. Thank you. Do you know how long these will take by the develop? The photos should be developed fairly quickly. We'll be sure everyone gets these before the end of the month. They smile and nod, letting me return to... Don't forget us. Yeah. Yeah, we need... Get me and my wife. The next client pulling me aside to take shots of them in the the corner. And after that, some of the bridesmaids have grabbed me to take shots for them. It isn't long before even some of the servers are wanting pictures of themselves, posing in front of the directions. Somehow, I am able to squeeze my way out of the mayhem and make my way towards back to the venue in order to get some much needed fresh air. Shortly after, I noticed Ben doing the same thing, though he managed to do so far more rapidly by taking his way out of whatever requests the wedding goers have for him. Makes me wish I was better at commenting and tracing myself in these kinds of situations. Ben takes notice of me and appreciates at very good piece, with no one else seemingly taking notice of him. Taking a breather, I give Ben a nod of my head, causing him of a smile and adjust his glasses with his index finger. Well, the wedding is almost finished, so the worst of the workload is behind us. That was a good. Ben checks his phone. 8 hours. Jeez. Man. Yeah, my legs are starting to hurt. You're telling me you don't even have a trail. How do you think I feel? We sighed together. It's the first bit of silence we had in a while. Across the room, the bride slumps into a chair, trying to kick her heels off. The groom sees me and shrugs a bit, smirking. So how are you feeling about the pictures you've taken? I think I'm pretty confused on mine. Once you have the right equipment, it's just a matter of sculpting right and getting the right shots for these sorts of events. I am satisfied. You? Honestly, I'm not sure. I've been taking all these pictures, right? But it's like something's missing. Missing? You make it sound like there's some grand art thing. I know. Back across the room, the bride motions to her new husband. It looks like it's the time of the night for him to carry her out carry her in his arms, like in the all movies. She was probably not expecting those slick moves to position her on his back, like a child. He laughs to himself while she pouts loudly and holds onto his hair to keep balance. Oh, this is adorable. It looks definitely honestly, as the bride taps at the exhausted groom's head with balled up fist, but he's laughing. He laughs so infectious that her pout is replacing with playful giggles of her own when he finally catches her hand in his and just holds it. Once again, they're talking. The bride is melting into putty at his quest words for how mental it is, for manual it is, and how corrode the guy was earlier. Then understanding and genuine playfulness between them. Without a thought, I'm already looking through the viewfinder and making the focus adjustments for the perfect shot. The shot is cheesy, but sincere. They both look beyond exhausted, their clothes showing the wear and tear of the night, and their body language screaming their need of sleep. And also the smiles they have as they try and look at each other in their awkward positions, speak metric volumes of just how happy they are after all that. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Huh? Do what? You took the picture just now. Did I? When I did, my finger gets placed over the shutter button. Guess I did. I checked a new entry in my camera roll. Careful. That's an easy way to waste a lot of memory. Should probably just delete it. Delete it? Huh. I think it'll be fine. I actually got a good feeling out of it. It seems pretty natural, you know? Ben rolls his eyes. Yeah, this is some different things, but he's focused on like work and stuff, just getting like good and everything, but less fun. But Inko here is trying to make it more. You know what I'm trying to say. If you say so. Starting to get dry, so I might have to wrap this up soon. Before the picture turns to go back to his assembly line photo taking, I grab his shoulder. By the way, Ben. Me and stopped by our lunch table earlier today to complain to Olivia. Oh boy. Said you were trying to call her, but was upset she wasn't picking up. I don't want to pry into your personal business, but are you two on bad terms? Huh? What are you talking about? What? I haven't spoken to Olivia in ages. Huh. I thought you were above gossip, Nico. Sorry, Alright, you boys ready to pack it up? Pretty long night, huh? Our teacher looks hanger as he steps up to us. His wings are dragging on the floor, and he's propping himself up with one of the light stands we brought. Despite his exhaustion, he's grinning widely. You two enjoyed your first work experience? Oh, absolutely, Mr. Yadikin. I managed to load up both of the memory cards you gave to me. And I even managed to try out the different kinds of lens you had brought. Good to hear, Ben. What about you, Inko? Well, if I'm being honest with you, it took a while for me, Miss Yadigan. Well, I would suppose it is a tough order to start with. So many things to account for, and... no. I meant that I didn't really get any good shots to the end, Miss Yadigan. I didn't even finish the first card you gave me. I see. Well, when we go through this next week, I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, definitely. The groom slender up with the huge grin on his face, slightly an arm around our teacher's shoulder. I can't wait to see these. Yadigan straightens up and shrugs the arm off his arm off, turning to the newly married man. You'll see them when you see them. My team still needs to go through all the pictures and read out the chaff. Come on, T. Can't you just give your buddy a preview or something? Yadigan sighs a bit. Hey, it's your special day. Ben, can you go fetch the laptop and... Ben, can you go fetch a laptop and a card reader? Yes, sure. Inko, while he's doing that, can you start packing up everything into the trunk? Sure thing, Miss Yadigan. Before I turn away to start, the triple Petor takes a camera from me. We can sit at the table over there. The two older men head off, leaving me, Ben, and I to go get started packing everything up. Oh boy. While Ben and I are busy dismantling and measuring of standing flashes of lamps and the bridegroom and Mr. Yadigan sits at the cleanup table with a laptop before them. I can't remember making out what they're saying, but I can kind of tell based on the way that the three switch between quality focus on and laughing loudly. By the time back of the car loaded up, the last of the wedding parties have departed. Nothing left to do. Ben and I lingered a bit behind the group. Yeah, these came out pretty dang great. Thanks again for... Hello, what's this? The laptop displayed at the last picture I took, somewhat unfortunately. He scans the photo with a critical eye. He nods and chuckles with approval. Okay, kid, good job. Be sure to print that one out for me, Trent. I wanna go. Be sure to print this one out for me, Trent. I'm gonna put it in my wallet. Sure. Despite how luxurious his companion is, I can't help but feel proud of my work. It's been a while since I felt like this. Oh man, that is a long one. Either way, not long before we climb into the car and begin our journey back to the school. I settle into the random motion after the car as it glides along the road. The cityscape of Volodrona bluffs pass by, and I can't help but admire it. The mood is quickly killed, however, as Ben calls a certain red Skill girl. The lovely, dolly talk makes my head hurts. And I can get by his expressions that Yadigan feels the same way. He changed the subject by asking my parents to pick me up. Looks like I'll be taking the late night metro home. Still, I had fun today. I bring out my own phone, noticing half dozen messages Olivia had sent while I was busy. Oof. Do for me. Are you winning it? Better be. Wait. Okay. I need. Do for me. Are you winning it? Better be. Guts bit me some sunflower seeds. Guts bet me some sunflower seeds, and that Ben would win. While there were more messages, that's one of the Predigo had me thinking. I mean, it wasn't a competition to begin with, but there's also a fact that the groom hadn't completely any of Ben's shots, so. Collect your winnings, Olivia. Collect your winnings, Olivia. That's a happy Gator. Good job, Agent. You deserve a reward for your hard work. Wait, hard work? Hard work? What kind of... Oh my. Was she really? She knows that I'm with Ben and Yadikin. The interior of the car feels a few degrees warmer as I waited with bated breath. Inko. Inko? You okay? You're breathing pretty hard. Fine. Perfectly fine. Just, car sick. I make sure there's absolutely no way anyone expects me can review my screen. As extra protection, I dim the brightness of it to the point that only I'd be able to see a thing in the darkness of the car. Finally, a little text comes through. I hold my breath before opening my eyes to see. You thought. You think she would. Nuh-uh. Right. Loading image. Mr. Yadikin, I think he's about to vomit. No, not here. In hindsight, I should have seen that coming. Seeing as my love with her and all. Damn my... Ay. We are going to call it there. And I am starting hot, sweating, hungry, soreness. And I think I hit more than just 2 hours, I think. Which is not even close. But the half-hour marker of 2 hours. But anyways, yeah, this is actually, it's been fun all in all. I don't know where we are in the story, but it's getting good so far. But I really like the development, the improvement of our character Inko here, trying to focus on himself and do the things he needs to do, and also getting to know Olivia a bit more. And I think we all sense the love in the air of the Gator with him. But Anyways, that is all for this time for I Want to Hunt the Gator. If you want to see more of this mischief, yahoo! A like, and subscribe, and just give me hearties. Yo ho, savvy!